My dear buddies, welcome back to Vikas Rachamalla textbookoflife.com. So now, generally in the videos, I talk and Bharat is the host. Now, I'm going to be the host and Bharat is going to talk because we let those people talk about those topics in which they have expertise. Correct?
Correct.
So today's title, as you know, is should you do PhD in India? PhD is literally the highest level of degree that you can get. Is that correct?
Yes.
So generally you do your schooling, that is 10th and your plus 2 and your bachelor's degree, your master's degree and then PhD. So there are very few people actually who choose to do PhD and who even complete PhD.
Yeah.
So choosing to do PhD is a big thing. Completing it is even bigger thing. Correct?
Yes, yes.
So now Bharat will explain about what he has done academically and then we will take it forward. So Bharat.
BTech, Bachelor's of Technology in Electronics and Communication
Nice.
Engineering, and followed by MTech in Computer Science Engineering. So then I decided to move on to the field of research. So in the same field of Computer Science Engineering, and focusing more on autonomous vehicle cybersecurity.
Nice.
So then life has taken some other plans. So we have to.
You dropped out.
Yes.
You know, generally people say I'm a engineering dropout. Sounds like a big thing because these engineering dropouts go on to build companies and all that. But Bharat is a PhD dropout. Wow. So now Bharat, tell me one thing. First question. Can anyone do PhD?
Yes, provided that they should hold some master's degree.
Got it.
Yes.
So PhD doesn't have to be only technical. It can be any
Yes,
stream.
definitely. It can be science, humanity, engineering. That can be related to any genre. There is no restriction for that at all.
Like philosophy, this,
Yes,
that,
definitely.
all of that.
So
Arts.
you
yeah.
should have to select a particular university and particular research supervisor. So then you're good to go. You're good to be launched.
Got it. So now after doing MTech, what is the next process? Where do a person go? Like if I'm a young guy, I've done MTech. I'm 23 years old. Now I want to do PhD.
Yes.
Okay. What is the next step? How do I go to a college and say I want to do PhD? What is it?
Usually in India, like it's a very, very less percentage for the students who are getting passed out from the MTech section.
So
to the-
MTech itself, there are very few people who are doing in India.
Yes, very few
Okay.
people. And among the percentage, again coming to the research field is again very, very less percentage. So the guy who really wants to do the PhD, but definitely most of the times, of 95% of the time, they choose the same university or the same college where they have already studied, because they have got adjusted to the college atmosphere. They already know the professors in the college area.
Feels like home.
So it feels like very comfortable for them to pick up the research supervisor. Already they had maintained a very good relationship with the professors in the department. So most of the times they pick up in the same college or the same university where they have studied.
Got it. But they can go to some other university and also join
Yes,
as
definitely.
a PhD.
Provided that they are supposed to write the entrance exam and has to clear a couple of interviews for that. So then definitely they will be
Got it.
getting into the PhD stream.
Next question. What is the fees? How much does it cost to do PhD?
So the fees is that, so for the campus where I have studied, so the fees is like around 40,000 per annum. So that
Okay,
running on
reasonable.
three years, for the period of 3 years. So after that you don't have to pay any fees and all. So actually they keep a timeline of 6 years. So on the ID card they usually mention it as so 6 years of timeline. Okay. So that doesn't mean that you are supposed to complete within 6 years. So usually it's a validity of 6 years. Okay. So it is recommended for you to complete within 6 years. Very rare cases the people may take beyond 6 years. Like there are people who are still completing PhD for 10 years.
So there is no maximum time limit.
There is nothing like that. Okay. So that's why there is a concept like a part time as well as full time. Okay. So most of the people, by the time they reach the age of doing PhD, so that's a marrying age. Okay.
I mean, they get married and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they want to get married, they want to have some kids or something like that. So at the time, so it's very difficult for them to do full-time PhD. So most of the time, the students opt for the part-time. So in that case, the PhD may go for 8 years or 10 years like that. But the young students, so they really want to into the research field, they want to contribute something for the country, something for the planet, they definitely take up the full-time and they can easily complete within 3 to 5 years or 6 years maybe.
So the first 3 years, does a person have to go to the college every day?
Yes, if they have selected the internal full-time option, then obviously they are supposed to be in the campus throughout the 3 years of time.
3 years, okay.
3 years of time.
And part-time?
Part-time is obviously the name itself is a part-time,
Okay.
so they are not supposed to visit the campus, provided that they are supposed to come only during the meeting sessions.
Okay.
So there will be like a review sections like that. So how far your PhD has been completed, there's some review meetings, okay. So they are supposed to come 6 months once or 3 months once, depends upon the campus. So that varies from campus to campus.
Now next question is that, now in BTech, MTech, you go and sit in a classroom, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So now in PhD, do you actually go and sit in a classroom and someone is teaching you?
Only in the beginning of the course, beginning of the PhD program. Say for example, say I had a friend, okay. So the lady has completed MTech 10 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, for that persons, so they need to brush up a lot of things adjusting to the current trending technologies. You know that, say for example, I have taken the genre of computer science. Okay, in the department of computer science, as you know all very well, that the
Everything changes
trends
few
keep
years.
on changing from time to time. So just in order to make them sure that they are on pace with the ongoing technology and ongoing trends, there will be like a formality courses at the beginning. So they are supposed to complete those courses. So then obviously after that, there is nothing like you have to sit in the classroom, you have to listen to someone else, then you are good to go. You're good to go into the research labs, you can perform.
So initially for a few months?
Yeah, 6 months.
6 months, okay, 6 months you have to actually sit in the classroom and senior professors teach you,
Yes.
correct?
The subjects like research ethics and research something like English for researchers, some mathematics for researchers. So the subjects exclusively designed for the researchers. So without deviating the main core concept of ethics. Ethics are very important in research. So like plagiarism and all. So these kind of formality courses are supposed to be completed. After that we are good to go.
Got it. So for the 6 months you actually sit like a regular student and there's a professor teaching you. Yes. But after that you are an independent researcher, is it?
Yes, correct. And the most important thing is about stipend. That's the most topic.
What is that?
Yes, the stipend, because very unfortunately in India, so most of the campuses, okay, the leading campuses so called in the India, so 75% or almost like 90% of the students who wants to take up the engineering, not only engineering section or also anything like chemistry or biotechnology, anyway in the PhD I'm saying, they are coming to the PhD program for the sake of stipend. It's very unfortunate.
So basically, Bharat is saying that when you go and enroll for a PhD, you pay 40,000 per annum to the university.
Yes.
But university actually gives you a kind of a salary every month.
Yes.
That is known as a stipend.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. So how much is that and why do they give?
So stipend is obviously important for for making ourselves sure to run our daily life. Say for example, research is obviously going to take a long period of time. So yeah, it's obviously not a kind of student life. So we can't say like you have to come and say it, so we don't feed you, we don't give anything, you have to just go do it for free of course. It's not going to happen. To the top of that, the college also utilizes us as a resource in order to conduct the examinations, support the laboratories, assisting the students and correcting the examinations. For all these kind of related things, they are going to pay in the format of stipend. In very rare case, if you say like, say I'm a housewife, because most of the housewives are watching our channel, so they want to do PhD, they want to upgrade their career, okay, they want to improvise in their career related to salaries and all. So they say like, we don't want any tension, okay, I am not related to any university related work, I can just come, be a full time, I can just participate in all my activities, research activities, I can happily leave home. I don't want stipend means obviously university will be very happy.
Okay, so basically if you don't want stipend, they don't give you.
Obviously, that is a plus for university, right?
Correct.
They don't want to lose money for you, right?
So they are giving you stipend because you are actually working there.
Yes, obviously.
So you're learning at the same time you might give some guest lectures and correct papers and all of that.
Yes.
Got the answer, got the answer. So
but the most unfortunate thing that I'm talking about is that 80 to 90% of the people are actually choosing the PhD career for the sake of getting this money as a salary.
correct.
Anyways, they are going to give it for 3 years. Just 3 years as a case of example I'm saying. I'm not generalizing every university is going to be like this. Say one university may give you 10,000 per month. Some universities give 15,000. Some universities may give you 35,000. Okay, so that depends upon the campus to campus and
35,000 is a healthy amount of money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, that is directly proportional to the amount of torture. Okay. So, just for the sake of money, they are getting inside, and it's very unfortunate that after getting inside the program, then they are thinking what to do research. Say, for example, if I'm going to a picnic, I'm going to tour. In my mind, I already have something in vision. I want to visit this place. I want to visit that place. I want to do this activity. Do this activity. Say, for example, I'm going to blindfold you. I'm going to take you to the place of Tokyo. I'm just left you in Tokyo, and now I asked you, do something in Tokyo. So you have absolutely no idea what language I should speak in Tokyo, or what are the etiquettes I should follow, what is the law of land in Tokyo. You have no idea. By learning all those things only, the 3 years of time will be over, and after completion of 3 years, you feel like nobody, because a college is not going to offer you any money. And if you say like I go out, I earn something as a part-time, college is not going to allow you, because you have registered under internal full-time. You're supposed to be in the campus. No matter whether you are receiving the salary or not, the campus is not going to send you out so easily. So then obviously what happens, most of the research scholars without any pennies, or kids will be there in home, wife will be in home, they have to feed them, they have to provide. So they are secretly doing some kind of part-time jobs. Okay,
Right.
not mentioning that they are actually working in somewhere else. Okay, they are just tricking the universities and all. So because they have no clarity, so that the research intent should be very, very important. So at last, I would like to say, somebody who is going to take the PhD in India, yes, definitely good universities, good opportunities are there. But coming to the engineering sector, it's like don't depend too much on your research professor or guide. Okay, they are not going to help you too much. It's like leaving you in Amazon jungle and you are supposed to reach to the shoreline. So without any GPS, that's called research. It may take 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, but you really have to mean it while doing it. You should have something in your mind so clear that no matter how many ups and downs are coming and are going on, I have to do it. But the most important question for our viewers, it comes, is that what will be the salary packages that I can get after doing research?
Correct. So I'll summarize this first. So Bharat is saying that most of the people who are joining colleges, universities to do PhD, they're not joining because they are interested in the research.
Yes.
They are simply joining because they'll probably get 20, 30, 35,000 as a stipend every single month.
Yes.
And so they are enjoying that money that they are getting. Okay.
But after 3 years, they felt like arrested, like mentally they're suffering a lot.
Correct. So the stipend is only given for 3 years. After that, these people have to find their own way in life. Correct.
They are not allowed to go and out. So doing some any kind of part-time jobs are not allowed. So they can't defeat with the university, because if they do any kind of nonsense, university is going to make them suffer.
After 3 years, they can go and do a job, right?
That's what the policy is. You are enrolled in internal full-time. You are not allowed to go out.
Okay. So till the time you don't finish your PhD, you can't go and do a job outside.
Yeah.
Oh.
As per the strict policy, that is a thing. But obviously, after 3 years, the research scholars may ask, so how can I survive? Then they will say that. Then why are you making the PhD late? Complete it as fast as possible and leave it.
Correct.
If the research scholar comes and asks, so this is the 5th year, this is the 4th year, I am not getting any money, so you give me money, I'll work for the campus. No, they are not going to encourage, because there are a lot of other research scholars in queue. So even though you're interested to do any work in the campus, they are not going to entertain.
So basically, even if you want to do the PhD fast, it's not easy, right?
Yes,
You have to, it's not that you go mug up 100 questions and give answers.
Yes.
You have to find answers for a few things on your own.
Yes.
So basically, first 3 years you will get a stipend. Life can be easy at that time, but after 3 years you still haven't finished your PhDs, but you are not allowed to go out and do a job. So you are stuck there.
Yeah, this is not the case for all the campuses, but majority of the campuses. But make sure that you have some source of income after that contract period. If you have it through your family or through somewhere, okay, if you are like fixed deposit or whatever it is to run, and if you are a family guy, you should think for twice and thrice before opting the PhD. Just imagining and assuming that you can complete PhD within 3 years will make you feel like nuts at the end of the day.
Got it. So Bharat is saying that when you join PhD, first 3 years, of course, you'll get stipend, but after that, it could be another 3 years till you finish your PhD. So you should have some income. It could be from some fixed deposits, rentals, or your family should have enough resources to support you, or your wife should have enough salary to support you.
Yes.
And or start a YouTube channel. That is allowed. Start a YouTube channel, talk about your research every single
Yeah,
day,
definitely.
and make money. Correct.
They can vlog every day.
Yeah, I mean, we can help you understand how to make money from YouTube.
And the last point I would like to conclude the video saying that what will be the career after the PhD?
Correct.
That's the most important thing.
What jobs do you get
Like
outside?
90% of the people after completion of MTech, they're opting for the PhD just for the sake they're going to earn 1 lakh per month in the teaching career. That's very unfortunate.
So you become a professor.
Yeah, just
That
because.
Professor Bharat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Assistant professor, technically, correct. Okay.
So after PhD, you don't become professor?
A professor is like a higher level. So first assistant professor, then the levels.
After few years.
The levels will be there, like assistant, associate, professor, like that, higher academic grade.
So how many years will it take after PhD you become assistant professor? So to become a professor, how many years will it take?
Immediately after completion of MTech, most of the engineering campuses of tier 2 or tier 3, so they are going to recruit you as an assistant professor in their campuses. Okay. So you can start teaching the students, and at the same time you can do the part-time PhDs as well. That is the best option I can suggest to anyone. Okay. Though it is going to take a lot of time, but there are still I have seen a lot of people who have completed the PhDs being a part-time, being a family man within 6 years, within 4 or 5 years also.
See, you're saying people join as a assistant professor.
After completion of MTech, I'm saying.
Okay, after completion of MTech, they join as an assistant professor.
In tier 2 and tier 3 colleges, they accept. But in tier 1 colleges and all, they are not going to accept if you complete MTech. So you are supposed to have a PhD degree to get into the campus to teach the students.
Got it. So I'll summarize this. That tier 1 means like top college.
Like IITs, NITs, triple ITs and all. And tier 2 can be like all private universities. And tier 3 will be autonomous colleges.
So in top colleges, you have to finish your PhD to even become a professor, teaching them.
Yeah.
Not professor, but a teacher.
Okay. A teacher.
So, but in smaller level or private colleges, after doing MTech, you can become assistant professor, and there itself you can do your PhD.
Yes.
That is a good option.
Yeah, that's a good option. But here the major thing what I'm trying to say is that after completion of MTech, you can join in any tier 3 college as a assistant professor. You can start earning 20 to 30K per month. And at the same time, I request, or I mean, I suggest personally to do as a part-time PhD, because the pressure levels will be on a minimal. Okay. So yes, part-time may take a longer periods of time. It may take 6 or 7, but I still have seen.
Still getting a salary.
Still you're getting salary. You have a safety net. Okay. In safety net, you can go for marriage. You can, or else if you are already married, you can take care of your kids and all with already getting money. And at the same time, you're doing PhD. This is what most of the people do. But right now, just imagining that they could complete within 3 years and temptations and all. So just assuming that they are mainly the ambition is that if they complete PhD, they can get a 1 lakh salary or 80,000 salary. This is the main temptation. So just imagine the temptation demands 6 to 8 years of time.
Okay.
By the time of purchase power parity, you can imagine how 80,000 and 1 lakh rupee really matters at that point of time if you really make it. This is one aspect. The other side of the coin is that obviously corporate. So your completion of the PhD, what is a career in the corporate is obviously there is a very good career, and anyways campus is not going to support you like placement opportunities for all PhDs and all. They are not going to.
Okay, you have to find your own
job. They are
job?
not going to give you any display or any contract memo that we will provide you the placement. There are opportunities. You can go through personally through LinkedIn on your own way, or else some companies like Wipro. So recently they have opened a job description saying that we need a PhD guys, okay, who are very good in machine learning and all. So 20 lakhs per annum will be the package.
That's very good.
But they are sound in the business analytics and they should be sitting. So Vikas brother can talk about this.
So basically Bharat is saying that after finishing PhD, if you become a teacher, that is a professor, you can make about 1 lakh per month.
80,000 to 1 lakh or 1.2.
Yeah. Which, see, if you are in a smaller town, that's very good money. Correct? And plus, if you get recruited by a corporate like Wipro, you can make 20 lakhs per year, which is very good salary. But he's saying that Wipro or any MNC will not recruit a PhD only because of the science that they learned.
Technical skills.
Correct?
I mean, I'm talking about the recent JD they have released by the
Job
Wipro.
description. So even for someone who's done PhD, these corporates want them to have good communication skill in English and be able to make presentations, PDFs, PowerPoint presentations, and talk to the clients of the company.
Yes,
You know,
that's
basically
more important.
be have entrepreneurship skills.
Yes,
Correct?
definitely.
So got it.
Like setting and simply, I know only laptop, I can only do the task. That's not going to work in the corporate level. It's like talking directly with the business clients and all. That's what the JD did, they mentioned. I was literally shocked because we are not getting trained regarding the area of that. We have never even imagined being an engineering side. But package is very tempting. Of course, the pressure level will be on the same level. So, and in a nutshell, I would like to say that if anybody wants, any housewife, any girl students or they recently completed MTech wants to do PhD, I sincerely recommend to go for a part-time. Because you have a
PhD.
safety net of salary, you're already earning from the tier 3 campus or tier 2 campus, and you can happily do as a part-time. Okay. Or else if your own campus allows you to do PhD followed by MTech, there are very few campuses you can earn. At the same time, you can do PhD. But not all the campuses are like that. So they don't allow you to earn followed by study. Okay. So make sure that you have a safety net in any or other format like rental or something like that. But just simply believing that 3 years contract period of stipend, simply jumping inside, and after completion of 3 years, you feel like nobody, and the torture level will be like peak. Okay, it's like Mount Everest.
So basically, you should know what you're doing. You
Yes.
should have your goal set
Yes.
absolutely realistically.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Bharat. Thank you so much on this. And if you would like to talk to Bharat, especially regarding PhD or MTech, then please simply log on to onewaytolife.com. Okay, onewaytolife.com is our consulting firm where in the last 1 year we have consulted and we have spoken to over 5,000 people with regards to tax, their career, relationships, legality, divorces, business, whatnot. So you can log on to onewaytolife.com on your cell phone or desktop. The link is already there in the description. Click on it. You will see the website. And on the top of the website, below the logo, there is a WhatsApp icon. Click on it and WhatsApp in your phone will open, and simply send a message to me. Send hi Vikas, and I will personally reply to you. And then we can schedule a call with Bharat and you can talk to him about MTech or PhD.
So we are going to come with the same energy with more interesting topics on our new channel Vikas Rachamalla of textbookoflife.com. So please like, share and subscribe.
Comment.
Stay positive.
Bye-bye.